You can create a planned conference which differ from an ad hoc conference from the web interface. Here I'm using the desktop integration. I've browsed already to the Conferences tab, and from here you can click the Create New Conference icon. You can then give the conference a name. This is important because the system will use text-to-speech to announce the conference. Optionally, you can set a start date and time, along with the duration. If you choose to do this, the system will then tidy up the conference once that's complete. If you don't set a start date and time, what will happen is the system will retain the conference, and this may be useful because you might want to have a weekly meeting or a monthly meeting that uses the same PIN and bridge number. Next, you can add participants. If they're in your contacts, you can add them by entering the name. If they're not, you can add them by entering a number. So for example, I'm going to add a dummy mobile number here and give that a name. They may be a customer or a supplier. And I can choose here optionally to provide an email. If I provide an email address for that participant, they will get an automatic email with the details. If I don't, they won't, and I could send them a manual email. Now I can select whether I want these participants to be dialed from the system when the conference starts, or whether I want to let them dial in, simply by toggling this icon. What happens is you'll get a warning that when the first participant enters the conference, any participants that are set to be dialed outbound will be dialed. So this may be yourself, but it could also be somebody else. And you can toggle these backwards and forth. The next thing is, by default, the conference is set to be an open conference. What this means is that every OpenScape user is an admin, and what they can do, or a moderator, and they can mute people, they can kick people, and they can add people. If I deselect that box, I've got the options to set moderators, and you can have more than one. And then the invitees will not have those administrative controls, only the moderators. The next option is to record a name. This is useful when people join the conference, such as Tom Hill has joined, but also important when people leave if they're disconnected, so such as Tom Hill has left the conference. The next thing you want to do is to press apply. This will provide you with a PIN number, the bridge number, and a toll-free number. The toll-free number is an extension on the system, so if you're internal, you only need to enter that. If you're external, you'll want the full bridge number along with the PIN number. If you press OK, the conference is now created and ready to be dialed into.